Right, so is Suresh Kalmadi now desperately trying to deflect blame, or has he been made the fall guy in the Commonwealth Games scam? Let's get started with our panel this evening. Ashwini Nachappa, if I can start with you. Do you believe that Kalmadi raises some valid questions as well, or do you believe that as the hammer is about to come down on him, he suddenly decided to speak out against his own government?
Well, it's quite strange that, keeping quiet after so many months that he's now taking on the government, his own government. Well, there must be truth in what he says, but I'm extremely happy that two of his very close aides have been arrested, and I'm sure in the coming days, Kalmadi too will follow suit.
And Ashwini, are you a bit cynical because all the previous arrests that we saw of the organizing committee officials, all of those three men, whether it's T.S. Darbari or Sanjay Mahindra, are out on bail. Suresh Kalmadi is still free. Do you believe, in a sense, that Mr. Kalmadi will go behind bars, and do you believe that there will be visible justice in this scam?
Well, when Darbari and Mahindra were released, I really didn't believe that, Verma and Bhanot could go in and Kalmadi will follow suit. But now with the arrest of Bhanot and Verma, I'm sure things are shaping up. And I am speaking for the entire sports fraternity. We're looking forward to the arrest of Mr. Kalmadi.
Looking forward to the arrest of Mr. Kalmadi. Strong words indeed. Sanjay Jha, do you believe in a sense that Suresh Kalmadi now hitting out, remember he's still a Congress member of Parliament. He was sitting in Parliament, in fact, till 2 days ago when Sharad Yadav actually referred to him. Hugely embarrassing in a sense for the government. Do you believe the Commonwealth Games scam trail ends with the organizing committee?
Barkha, in my opinion, what you're witnessing at this point is the process of competitive destruction that is always indulged in by people who are all mutually involved in crime. Now, the crime is obviously, in this case, very obviously corruption. And, it's a very well-known fact that while Kalmadi has obviously been the more visible face of the Commonwealth, the bigger scams in terms of the monies involved will definitely also kind of engage the people who were in the ministries concerned. So even if we do have a lot of soft corner for the Chief Minister of Delhi, if there have been some shenanigans there, no matter what a great track record you have, in public life, there is no margin of error. So I think what he's doing at the moment is what anybody would do as a drowning man clutching at a straw. He's hanging on for dear life and saying, listen, there are bigger stakes involved. There is a sports ministry, there is an urban development ministry where a lot of issues with construction of the flats were in fact talked about at great length. So Kalmadi is doing, in my opinion, a great favor to the entire country by saying, okay, listen, I'm willing to get investigated. And a very pertinent point that we should not miss is he's not denying the allegations. He's not denying that there are wrongdoings at the moment. All he's saying is that spread the entire, purview of the entire investigation to the larger lot. I think the Prime Minister, after at least a beginning in the press conference, Barkha, I think should now take the bull by the horns. And nothing better than cleaning your own house, which has always been suspect over the last couple of months, and saying, okay, if there are people involved, I'm going to open up the entire thing to public discussion. And, if the heads have to roll, let them roll.